And some chilies. A little bit of...
Wow.
How is it?
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Oh yeah. Thank heaven for baby. Oh, did you see that where the population of the world's now 7 billion?
7 billion, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even imagine. And they say it occurred on Monday. I mean, how can you say?
Well.
That was somewhere in India.
Oh yeah, right.
Like it wasn't China. How do you know it was India?
It wasn't Texas.
I think you want some, what?
Well, that's good. No, that's good. Sit down and eat.
You want some of this?
No, she do.
You want some jalapenos?
Sure.
Okay, let me get a dry spoon.
So what I find is they made all this to do with this, I guess she's a stripper. I don't know what she is. She got married. She married this football player. Big to do. They had it on TV, 2 hours, the wedding and all this. 70 days. 70 days the marriage lasted, right? And now they're filing for divorce, you know. It's like, who cares? And so they create, the other problem I have with the media is they try to create their own news. Generate their own news, like those dance shows or whatever, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, who cares, you know? I mean, if you don't watch them, you don't even know the people, you know.
That's one of the problems I have with, Jeopardy and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is they make you have
Here,
to
let me put it in.
learn some of that stuff, even if you don't want to, because it's inevitably one of their categories, pop culture and stuff like that. Like
Pop culture, yeah.
I heard that okra had a lot of protein in it, but then when I went to research it, couldn't find any documentation or verification.
That's why you need the internet.
Oh.
Then you
Come
can
on,
find
Mom.
out.
Get out of my plate.
Well, that was where I went, was the internet. It's got to be good for you,
I was really surprised to see it down in Chetumal.
No?
On the outdoor market. Or a few sellers around the museum in Chetumal. Museum of Anthropology.
And that's right outside of... Is that the city it's in? Is that Chetumal?
Chetumal City.
And that's right near... What was that? Puerto...
Carrillo.
Carrillo?
No,
Carrillo
well,
Puerto.
Chetumal's on the border with Belize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's
About an hour and a half from Carrillo and about 2.5 hours from Tulum. Maybe 3 hours from Playa del Carmen, maybe 4 hours roughly from Cancun. Roughly.
That's good, though. Okra. Wonder how long it's been there.
I don't know. I asked the lady, what do you call it? And it says okra. Okra. And then she told me another name. But it's also not.
Maybe a Maya name, no?
See, that was one of those programs or shows I was trying to show you the last time we were here, but we never got around to it. And it had Harvard professor Henry Gates on it. talking about blacks in Latin America.
Mm.
And in Mexico, there were actually more blacks that came into Mexico than to the United States. In the colonial days. But they just kind of disappeared into the population where it...
they blended a little better.
Yeah. I'd be interested to know if they brought Okra with them back then. Oh, it wouldn't be surprising.
So it's an ethnic black food, do you think?
Well, it started out in Africa, yeah, for sure.
That's the origin of it.
Somewhere in Guinea.
But just like eucalyptus in Australia, probably. Trees. Tomatoes were from where?
Mexico.
See.
That's one thing Mexico gave to the rest of the world, for sure.
Tomatoes. Not from Italy.
No. Italy got the tomatoes from Mexico.
And corn, no? Wasn't corn from Mexico?
Originally, yeah. Thousands of years ago.
Somebody was saying, oh no, corn came from...
From where?
Europe. Tomatoes came from Europe. I said, no, I don't think so.
No. Now, it used to be...
See, there is... When you're talking to someone like that, and they insist and say, no, they came from, well, okay. Where do you go or to prove that the computer?
Yeah, you can ask them what their sources are and then say, well, here are my sources. But, yeah, okra, in Africa, peanuts.
Peas?
I don't know about peas, but peanuts.
Oh, peanuts.
I think even the word goobers for peanuts came from Africa, because that's actually what they were called there.
Goobers?
Or something like, it was a word similar to that, not exactly, but that's what it became in America.
Dan, the one that worked for Bill in Santa Cruz, he liked going to Africa, and he could understand a few words or some Swahili. He says that it was very similar to Spanish.
Spanish?
I don't know what. I mean, some words. Not all. But
Goober?
I don't know where they speak it. Swahili.
Swahili, I think it's kind of a superimposed language. One that's kind of made up, sort of a, quote, scholarly, unquote, type